I guess when I started watching this reveal, I was a bit excited. I thought we'd see loads and loads of games. There'd be a focus purely on the games and the console, and it felt like they sort of stepped away from that. And it was more about being an entertainment system for the home and stepping back, and the gaming not being almost the main part of this console, which was disappointing. I mean, we got to see the console, the Xbox One, and the more and more I look at it, the more and more I like it. At first, I was like, "That looks garbage. That looks like a VHS system. It looks terrible." But the more I look at it, the more I sort of start to like it. One thing I'm concerned about is there's a lot of vents in that system. There's some on the top and there's some on the back as well. I would like to note that I will be buying the PS4 and the Xbox 720 or the Xbox One. I got like the Xbox 720 sort of implanted in my brain, so it's sort of like I keep wanting to say the Xbox 720. I don't know why, but yeah, I will be buying both. I do sound a little bit negative in this video, but it's just, I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more from Xbox and Microsoft. So the back of the console, we have like a USB 3, which I guess is cool. That's the way USBs are going these days, so I guess that does make perfect sense. But it's not like a mega thing, even though they mentioned it. I'm not really sure why. I guess it may charge your controllers quicker, maybe. Who knows? You got a Kinect port as well. You got HDMI in and out, so that's cool. I'm not sure really why you wouldn't do that. I think they did mention it in the conference very briefly, but I can't remember. I think it might be for recording, maybe, or something along those lines. So yeah, that's cool. And obviously got the power cable, and that's about it. I would like to note that you can't really have a component cable anymore, so if you don't have HDMI, I would perhaps buy a new TV before that, or save up and then save up to get that, because there's no component cable in this anymore. It's just HDMI, and that is it. It's now got a Blu-ray player, so they've asked Sony for their support, and obviously they're going to have a little bit of money to Sony as well, which I think is good of Microsoft, to be honest. I don't think they should have. I was half expecting them to sort of come out with like a new CD system, which was just going to be terrible, and I started panicking a bit about that. But Blu-rays is the main focus, which is good for everyone else who wants to buy HD films and stuff. Yeah, I was talking about the console. I'm a bit concerned that there's vents. There's a lot of vents in the system, so it's either running very, very warm, and it's got like one fan that's very quiet, or the console's just very, very hot all the time. Loads of vents, high-speed fans going off and on like crazy. I hope it's got like an intelligent system, so if the system is cool, it won't run very high in loudness, because the old Xboxes were very, very loud, and it's a nuisance when I'm trying to like get into a game, get immersed in a game. Got my Xbox or burning in a corner, almost like a little mini little mini fireplace just burning in the corner, causing absolute anarchy and just being really, really noisy. But as I said, I'm going more and more towards like liking the console. It does look very, very big. It looks like a sort of VHS player. It looks very, very massive. I'm guessing in a couple of years we'll see like a slimmed down version. So I guess it gives them room to do that. But yeah, it does have potential to sort of get slimmer and get better over time. One thing I did like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's quite cool. The controller looked very, very nice. It could see like a clear upgrade from the last controller. The material looks a little bit more sort of matty, so it's got a little bit more grip, and you won't get so greasy and sweaty. The analogs look really cool, a lot more grip, and yeah, it just looks generally like it's been upgraded. You got the new impulse triggers, so the developers can actually figure about with the triggers, so you can get different guns with like, different pressures and stuff like that, which is actually really cool. So you feel like a shotgun's get a little bit more, take a little bit more for it to push, maybe, and just like a little bit more immersive, which would be really, really cool. So the name is a little bit of a concern. I was like, good for them for not leaking it. That's pretty cool, but I mean, I think they probably leaked out the Xbox 720 and teased us with that. I think they probably were going to go for the Xbox 720 at one point, but quickly changed it. And that's called Xbox One, which makes no sense to me at all. Why is it an Xbox One for? This is your third console. Why is it not Xbox 3? It makes no sense. It's very confusing for me. But I guess I'll just call it the Xbox. I'm not going to call it Xbox One. I'm not going to ask for the One for Christmas, because that sounds like I like One Direction or something, but the name is not great. I would not have gone for that name ever. I guess it's like one place for all entertainment, one place for games, one place for entertainment and watching sport on your TV and stuff. I guess that's what they're going for. So now we've got Kinect 2.0. You saw little quick little things of them sort of snapping in and out of the screen, and sort of you can quickly switch over platforms. So you can go game, movies, internet really quickly, which is actually really cool. With the new CPU, which is like 8 cores, which I thought was pretty nice. So it all matches the power of the PS4. Again, it's got 8 GB of RAM. They didn't announce what sort of RAM it was, which I'm guessing means is actually the latter. So it's going to be DDR3, not DDR5 like the PS4. So I reckon it's going to be DDR3. So a little bit less power, but nothing too dramatic. Apparently the RAM's more for like very open world games like Fallout. It's where games are quite demanding on RAM. But it's a massive jump to what we have now with the consoles. I mean, it's pretty much matches what we have with PCs at the moment, so it all matches that. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it does seem that the Kinect 2.0 is definitely a big improvement to the last one, but for me, the Kinect isn't really essential. Apparently, you actually have to have the actual Kinect actually connected to actually play the console now. It's like an essential part of the console and the playing experience. You have to actually have it in. I think some games you have to have it in, otherwise it just doesn't function very right or anything. That's what I'm hearing anyway. Apparently, the whole all the servers and the back end will actually improve games now, almost like an OnLive. You can sort of stream games off of that online service almost. Apparently, actually improves some of the games. This is more rumours than like 100% fact, but I mean, Call of Duty looked okay, but it didn't wow me very much. It looked like a slight upgrade on the last game, and I thought I was like, oh, come on, you got to show me more than this. You got to wow me a bit more. And it's very okay, great. Slightly improved Call of Duty. Woohoo! I'm not a big Call of Duty fan anyway. I'm edging more towards Battlefield at this stage. I actually think Battlefield 3 actually looks better than what we saw today from Call of Duty, which is pretty disappointing if I'm honest. I mean, Battlefield 4 was just like, oh my god, when we saw that at that Battlefield event. It was just an amazing gameplay. Graphics like almost like, oh my god, these graphics are amazing. This is next gen. The thing when next gen happens is we get the next gen that comes around. And basically, what that means the developers can spend more time on their games, improving the graphics, improving gameplay, which then means they can push the PC more as well. So the PC can sort of go up and almost like another level as well, which will be very, very cool to see as well. So I guess this is when our 690s and 680s will come into play. I did touch on this quite briefly. They did focus a lot on entertainment, basketball, NFL, all that American sports, which I'm not really that interested in. It's like fantasy football linking together, and they're trying to sell it like that. I didn't really like it too much. I'm more of a gamer when it comes to consoles. I want to play the games. I find my PC or laptop more for that sort of entertainment sort of stuff. I don't like to sit down and watch and play fantasy football on my Xbox. It's more for gaming and stuff like that. Apparently there was like a little logo at some point where it was like a little Crackdown logo, which is Crackdown 3. You can see it briefly in the video. So that could be quite cool. I would like to see where that goes. But it might be like a little tease, maybe, hopefully. So I did really like Crackdown 1. Crackdown 2 was a little bit bad, but Crackdown 1 was really fun to play. We saw Forza 5, was it? I lose count. That looks pretty boring. It was like a CG trailer of a car going around a track. I've never seen that before. It wasn't very. I saw Gran Turismo 6 last week, and that was a lot better. So that's a bit disappointing. That wasn't very wowy. So I was a bit like meh about that. We saw the new FIFA engine, new EA Sports engine. That did look quite impressive if it was actually gameplay, but it looked more like CG trailer, which is a little bit concerning. Hopefully that was gameplay though, and it did look a lot better, a lot more immersive, a lot more. The gameplay looked quite interesting. Had all the celebrity stars on it, which is quite nice to see. But I mean, generally it wasn't that exciting. I would like to see there's like new IPs. Apparently there's 15 new IPs coming to the console over the next year. It would have been nice to have seen that at one point, please. Like I couldn't. You didn't really show me that. Please show me that. I was like, yeah, there's like 15 new IPs coming over the next year, but we're not gonna show you any. God damn it. Okay, so apparently this is more of a tease towards E3. So E3 is on the 10th of June, is it? And that's gonna like show us loads of games, loads more like techie stuff and all that sort of jazz. So that's something to look forward to. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been quite longish. I talk for ages. My voice sort of slowly goes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to see more about me talking about the Xbox. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.